I think it's the first time that we have 4 slides on an RV, and they actually flawlessly performed. It was beautiful. And what did the salesman promise you? Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, you were picking up your unit and they PDI'd. A couple of guys in here, we had a conversation about PDI. No, they're under budget. They don't want us to spend time in a PDI. There's no way we can do what you guys do. Exactly. So remember that as a buyer.
Today's first story involves a purple monkey. Wait, you've never heard of a purple monkey? Well, let's just say that when half the RV loses power and you're not hired to find or fix the culprit, that's what we call a purple monkey. But what's actually causing this issue? And while we're at it, we've got to talk about some mind-blowing design flaws, things that could have been so easily corrected during production. How do problems like these even make it through QC? Our job is simple. Find the issues that could either stop you from buying a lemon or prevent a major failure down the road. It's always better to catch these problems before you pick up your RV from the dealership rather than dealing with warranty headaches later. So let's dive into our first story. This is the tale of our purple monkey. It's RV inspection day, and today we are in Bath, Pennsylvania, about to inspect this Brookstone by Coachman. It's a 374 RK. Now stick around. We don't know what we're going to find. We first need to find electricity and water. We'll talk about that later. But keep your fingers crossed because our customer is hoping we find nothing that's going to prevent them from buying this. We'll update you at lunch and the end of the day.
Lunchtime recap. Yes, I'm in here. That's because I've been having issues with my ACs. So I learned that Coachman does a different system, meaning they do not work 3 ACs at the same time. So they'll switch power from the rear one to the front one. So when it's not up to par, it doesn't allow the 3 of them to work at a cycle of AC. I was going to say I'm excited by Coachman from what I've seen outside and all the stuff that I saw. But now with this problem, it's like, okay, I don't know who's the engineer, but you're not making sense because any other unit that have 3 ACs can run the 3 together. But whatever. So this created the problem that Laurel is mentioning. It's hot in here. Well, yeah, but it's got to go to temp in the back to finally send some cold in the front bedroom. Okay, so those 2 AC can't run at the same time? Well, no, you're on a 50 amp circuit. Okay, well that's funny because we've had that on our unit before and I ran 3 ACs all the time continuously. So that's kind of a ridiculous statement or engineering fact that doesn't work. So Coachman, maybe you should revise that. Or you wanting to buy, it's always going to be warm in that section. Or it's going to be cold here and it's going to be warm in your bedroom. So I hope like hell that you don't have to be in 2 sections at the same time. So let's go outside. Overall, I've got a nice construction. To finish my AC inside, what got me to search into that is because I had a breaker that was tripped. So that created concern, and that's why I thought the ACs didn't work. Well, actually, that's what's happening. And finally, I played with all of them. I even talked to one of the tech here, and that's who explained to me that, oh, Coachman have this, and then the Riverstone is the same thing. Okay, well, that stuns me a little bit, but now I can't say nothing. They're working. And they're working as intended, but not the way I would like to intend it, so it's not a problem. On the unit, I think it's the first time that we have 4 slides on an RV, and they actually flawlessly performed. It was beautiful. I go on the roof, sidewall, this is Asdale construction, but as I'm gonna walk you through, I go on the roof, and I've got a major problem on all 4 corners, meaning the material that they put, as you can see, this black material that they put for the corner joins with that self-leveling sealant. This hard material doesn't adhere to the TPO of the roof. Oh, so we got water coming in there directly. March, not many gallons of water went in there yet, so we don't have any damage, but this needs to be addressed. You were leaving when? And what did the salesman promise you? Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, you were picking up your unit and they PDI'd. A couple of guys in here, we had a conversation about PDI. No, they're under budget. They don't want us to spend time in a PDI. There's no way we can do what you guys do. Exactly. So remember that as a buyer. Other than that, I've done my propane test. Everything is perfect. Everything is good. The power. Now I'm going to do my light, my undercarriage, and I've been watching for welds and stuff. Everything seems flawless so far. So overall, I'm excited of what I've been seeing, but how is it going to turn at the end for the whole overall construction? So far, I could actually put some other manufacturer down compared to this Coachman. Even if we find things, let's go check what Laurel has inside.
No, that's his. I can't do that. So it's lunchtime, and I have a few little things to talk about, but this is beautiful. Honestly, it is a gorgeous RV, but let's talk about a couple of little things, like this cabinet door right here. Everything is super, super tight, so this doesn't even shut. And then I have this crack, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but it's way up on the inside of this cupboard right here, as you can see. And speaking of cracks, let's just continue, and we'll look up here onto the ceiling, and you can see that the trim over here is coming down and needs to be reattached. And then as far as the refrigerator goes, the LED lights on the inside are not working, and this control panel is also not working. Now, the fridge and the freezer, they're not up to temp the way they should be, but they are chilling down, but it hasn't been plugged in for 12 hours, which is what we really like ahead of time so that we can test out all these things. So come on in here. Let's go up into the bedroom, and I will share with you something in the closet. That's nice and cold. That feels really good. I wish it was that cold in the living room. But in the closet, as you can see, this trim right down here, right? It's not attached. And this is, well, there's nothing behind there. If you push something in there, you're gonna break the wall. You definitely don't want to do that. So I'll see you at the end of the day.
All right, end of the day recap. We kind of go from here to there, then you find other things and you say, oh geez, what are they thinking? So again, it's always the same thing. You think you were leaving when? And everything we show you, I know all of you smart one out there, yeah, right, now I know what to look for. I've been following every one of your video. Just to say, this one, this is a wood frame construction, okay? Just saying. But this, how long is this gonna last without being covered? Why was it ripped? I don't know. Maybe somebody's earring got caught in there. I don't know. I hear there's a lot of weird people working in Indiana at shops sometimes, so I don't know. I'm just saying. This is nothing. But this is a propane line. So, I don't know, some truck drop a 5-gallon pail of paint like you see sometime on the road or whatever, and all of a sudden, I mean, come on. Tell me how this left the shop. I've told you before, you want to gamble, go to Vegas. That is the place to gamble. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens at the dealership stays at the dealership. You leave with the prize, and that is not typically the big prize. It's typically the booby prize. So on that note, because I've been debating a purple monkey also in electrical, because now my fridge in the back didn't work. So again, that's why Laurel and I communicate in and out, and then all of a sudden she tells me, you got power up there? As I thought my fridge didn't work. Well, it wasn't my outlet. It's bigger than that. So, hey, found the problem. It is a purple monkey for me. Breakers are all on. ACs are still not working. If I shut off one, now this one is working, the other one's not working. So let's go check what Laurel has inside then.
Okay, so it's the end of the day, and yes, I'm laughing because Pierre and I are in this conversation about being an electrical engineer. No, I'm no engineer, and I certainly am not going to pretend that I am, but I have common sense, right? So I said to him, come sit, let's recline, honey, let's recline in our chairs. This is Pierre's chair. So I said, recline. He reclines and he lays all the way back. He said, you don't know how to recline a chair. I said, my chair is first of all bolted to the floor, and secondly, it's extending directly into the slide. Okay, but let's come over here. I said, I'm gonna do dishes, and I'm gonna open up my window. He said, something's wrong with the screen. I said, well, the screen can't be put in properly because you can't open the window because the latch is directly onto the faucet. You can never open that window. I don't know. Who's the genius that designs which window's going to go there? You know, there are those ones that have the 2 screws on the side. Seems to me that's where that would go. Or how about this? I love this, the shade, right? Aren't these shades beautiful? This is down as far as it can go because they've actually put the one that goes in the bedroom in the living room, a half shade. Seriously? It's these little things, right? But you were leaving when? This is what keeps you here. This is why you need an RV inspection. These are the little things you want fixed. Can you imagine? You get out on the road and you're like, what in the world did I just buy? You want things to be right. So let's talk about my leaks. Yes, my shower leaked. Of course it leaked. In the bathroom, doing the shower, and yes, it leaks, as you can see. Right there. They didn't put any sealant there in the corner. Or does it just leak? You're supposed to leak. I think camper showers are supposed to leak. Maybe you're supposed to shower outside. I just saw that recently. We were at Moody Beach and I saw there was a shower outside. They put a shower curtain. I don't think they used a shower in their RV at all whatsoever. Electrical issues. This entire section of the RV, the kitchen and the living room, not one outlet is working. So we definitely have what Pierre calls a purple monkey. We don't know what's going on with that. Do you ever think, if you're always racing to the next moment, how are you enjoying the one you're in? Enjoy the ride. In today's second story, we're taking a look at the 2025 Brinkley 3500G. They didn't reinvent the wheel, but they sure are pushing boundaries with features we haven't seen other manufacturers use yet. Aesthetically, it's sleek and modern. Maybe not for everyone, but undeniably eye-catching. I'm really digging the extended island, the under-cabinet silverware compartments, and even the kitchen pantry. It's user-friendly and solidly reinforced. The bathroom? Oh, that pull-out linen cupboard is a game changer with sturdy reinforced compartments that actually make sense. The attention to detail continues with the sealant, smooth and properly applied on every wall seam. But let's talk about the real test, the automotive butyl tape. How do we know they didn't run out? Just 3 inches from the top. And then there's the leveling system. It wasn't even installed. We also had a check battery light on the lithium battery. The good news, no propane leaks and no hot skin issues. But is this Brinkley truly road ready? Let's find out. It's RV inspection day, and today we are in Canton, Ohio, about to inspect this 2025 Brinkley 3500G. Now stick around. Our customer doesn't know what we're gonna find, neither do we, but we're gonna update you at lunch and the end of the day.
All right, lunchtime recap. You were leaving when? You can tell me it's a Brinkley. You're still not leaving. I mean, we got major issues physically out here. It's a typical fifth wheel. I don't see the difference in other manufacturers. Some of them can compare easily with this. I can see that Brinkley puts a lot of little details to make you feel comfortable with this new layout. The toolbox access the cargo inside, all those little gadgets inside that we'll see later with Laurel. They're trying to bring it a notch above. How much did they succeed on the outside? Well, it's your thought. So you're buying a Brinkley. First off, this slide out here, you can hear the mechanism grinding like there's no tomorrow on this. This is stressful a little bit. We're here on the front cap, so as we're here, right at this end over here, we'll see that on each corner. And I know they try to say they're double tape and it's, you know, butyl everywhere and everything is fine. I can see through, as you can see, I can see through those cracks. It's kind of, it's obvious. So now when we start, the first thing we do is we level the unit. As you can see, it's been level, but it's been level from the inside, because on this unit I have a problem with my leveling system that actually doesn't work. So either somebody needed it, used it to somebody else, maybe it's an old one, I don't know. Another gadget that they put, which is cool, but you got a hose wheel for your water, and that's why you've got this hose coming out of the Nautilus system that is different. So as we come in here this morning, let's go in the front, I'll show you my problem. I couldn't run nothing here this morning because those battery, it feels like they're dead, but they're not dead. It's lithium battery, but as you can see, I got a check engine light or check battery light. So, well, nothing operate as intended because we got no lithium pushing through. So they need to wake up the batteries, and they already know from Brinkley that this is an issue. It only came 300 and some miles and you're already racking up those issues. Let's go find some more. So on a good note, I got a couple of sides done and virtually nothing, but they're still using the same material as other people. So those skis, those plastic skis that you see on other unit is exactly the same thing. I mean, listen, they didn't reinvent the wheel. They use the material that they have and they make it look pretty. They buy the square window, I understand. East to west does that too. So how does it compare? Well, it's like anything else. You always try to get better than the other one, but at the same time, at one point, you're gonna be like the other one. So I have a pump here. This is already not working. That's how it came from the manufacturer. Really nice. Nothing works. I can activate, unactivate. Nothing works in here, and it's not even attached. So you were leaving when? So no propane leak. Everything's good. We haven't done the hot skin test yet. Why? Well, because Laurel is inside and I figured she's isolated from the outside, so even if I do it a little bit later, it's fine. But if I have a mixture of propane leak and hot skin, that would be a firing day. That'd be nice to see. Oh yeah, she'd be inside. Well, whatever, I'd let her know ahead of time. All right, let's go check what she's got inside.
So it's lunchtime, and inside this Brinkley, I have a lot of positive things to say today. So follow me. I see a lot of really cool gadgets. Yes, I understand why people like this modern look from the lights aesthetically. It is absolutely gorgeous. A lot of things that are just hidden, you know, just a little bit of places to put your little remotes or whatever, small things, obviously, not big things. And another one up there, which I can't reach unless I'm on my ladder. And a couple of other things. So here you have a foot release travel lock for your pantry, which is really cool because how often do we want our stuff to stay in the pantry? Not only that, this pantry is solid. It's these things right here. You see these little rubbers right here? Everywhere that a cupboard could open and dent something, they have put these everywhere in this coach, which to me is so smart. And the sealant, I can't tell you how beautiful it is. You got to see it for yourself. The sealant in the corners of all the walls, the floors, all of it is sealed beautifully. And I've been through every nook and cranny in this RV so far today. Whoever did the sealant in here did a beautiful job. Kudos to you. Here's a couple other little things here in the kitchen, things that I love. Here's a great place for your forks and knives and, you know, your cutlery. Here's another one here. You can put spices in here. You could probably put your knives in there. I'm not exactly sure what you'd put, but those are just some ideas. But right here, I always thought this was kind of funny that they put the dog's dish under here. Okay, who's going to train their dog to open it? But you know what else they did? They have it so that it stores when you're driving, but when it's out, no one's going to trip over it because the end of your cabinet, this part is going to flip up on your island, but it's hiding that. So if you're walking here, you're not going to run into the dog's dish. Kind of cool, like that. Check this out. I love the steps. Your full foot can go on there and it's sturdy and it's big. So come on into the bathroom. So here in the bathroom, the one issue I have found so far at lunchtime is right here, the max air controller. So when I turn the vent open, nothing happens. You see that? Nothing happens. The only way to open that vent is to turn the fan on. So when you turn the fan on, sure, it opens. And then when I turn my fan off, it closes. But using the button to open the vent and close the vent is not working today. But they'll have to fix that. And then coming into the bedroom, there's a lot of beautiful light. I love this, and I love that they've protected the TV. It's in there, it's solidly secured. So positive things to say about Brinkley on the inside today. If you like videos like this, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, double check, make sure you're still subscribed, and leave us a comment. C4BO, comment for Blue Walks. See you at the end of the day.
End of the day recap. For me, I just have a laundry list of physical things. There's 7 tires on this. 6 tires, Cooper, and 1 Westlake for spare. And put backwards, so you can't check the air in there. Why Westlake? So it has to be a money issue to put another brand of tire on the spare tire. I'm gonna have to leave it to Laurel to bring it up a notch, because her and I have been talking and I don't know how good it is inside. Well, whatever, let's just go check it out.
So it's the end of the day. I've got such a huge list, I wasn't sure where to start. I'm kidding, it is like this long. I'm really impressed and excited, but I am going to start here. So they did install washer and dryer, and I think in doing so, they did gouge the cupboard here. Okay, they'll put some paint on there or something, but let's check out the bathroom. Did I show you this cabinet right here? Guys, this is like the most amazing. I don't know why everybody else doesn't do this, because so many times you get in these campers and you cannot, I'm unscrewing this thing, but you cannot get your arms in the cabinet, right? Well, this thing pulls all the way out. It is deep. You've got places to put your towels, all your shampoos, your little stuff. You can make sure to mix and match the way you want these to be. If that's not amazing, I don't know, but that is phenomenal. In my opinion, everyone should be doing this. So going through the RV today, I can tell you that I'm impressed, really impressed. Did you see this? Look at this cabinet. So this flips up and it hooks on to this little thing underneath here. So you've got this great area to be able to cut, dice, slice, feed, eat, whatever you want to do here in this kitchen. It is fantastic. I absolutely love it. So Brinkley, 2 thumbs up for me on the inside, because today was great. That's all I've got to tell you. No leaks at all whatsoever. My microwave was perfect, the stove, the fridge, everything. The garage, Pierre did the garage. I didn't even have to do it. I did do the water in the half bath. Everything was perfect. Travel teaches us patience and tolerance and acceptance and how to live in the moment. So live in the moment and get out there and travel. So remember, and do never forget,
it's not about the destination, it's all about the journey. I am